Manifest presents DIY Tuesdays. Why? Because it's Tuesday. And since you guys asked, I am going to be doing a Robin staff. I got a couple comments for it, so I'm doing it. So for this, you're going to need couplings and some caps. You already seen the caps, so you're going to need 2 of those. And depending on how many gaps you want in your staff, you're going to need that many couplings. And I was showing you where you're going to want to sand. Just take all the extra stuff out, make it nice and smooth. So this is me sanding it. Basically, this process is probably the longest besides the spray painting and waiting for it to dry. The spray painting takes 2 seconds, but the waiting for it to dry takes amount of time for paint to dry. And this part right here, I will guarantee you, if you do not have a machine to sand it down, it's gonna take a while. It took a while just sanding it down, period. And then since the machine's like basically vibrating in my hand for the whole time, your hand feels weird afterwards, which not fun. So this is me sanding down the caps too, and I basically just sand it all so it could just be easier to paint, and everything could be like a nice, cool, smooth surface to paint on. You feel me's? You feels me's. So yeah, and with those 2 sanded, like the caps and the coupling sanded, now what I need to do is decide how long I want the middle of the actual staff to be. So this is the actual length that I decided to make, and so I cut it out, and I had a PVC pipe cutter to cut that. And what I did is I put couplings on both sides, and then from there I figure out how big I want my gap to be. So from there I decided to make it 2 inches. I thought that was a pretty good size for a gap. And this is me putting the actual small piece of PVC pipe in there. And basically you just want to do it to how many gaps you want. I think I put 3 or 4 gaps in each side, just because I thought it looked cool that way. And as you can see, here I am putting it on. And like I said, the hardest part of this build is sanding it and waiting for the paint to dry. This is just cutting pipes 2 inches and then putting couplings in between that. And it doesn't take that long. Honestly, this took me like no more than a half an hour. So you can get this done real fast. It's just like I said, sanding and the waiting for the paint to dry. And this is the other couplings, and so far I have 3 couplings, and it gives it 2 gaps. I think I go for the 3rd one. Yeah, this is the 3rd one. And that is the cap, and that's how it's supposed to look on the one side. So I'm still adjusting both sides, and voila, we are done with the build. Now all you need is to paint it, and you are done with your staff. Oh, and then also you can put a coupling in the middle if you want to do it like Injustice and have like it turns into 2 screamers. That's an idea. You can do it. The only thing that sucks about that is after you paint it, when you take it apart, there's gonna have that like little white part where the PVC pipe was. Even if you paint it, I don't know what kind of paint you can use to make it stay there forever, even if you take it off and on, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna scrape when you take it off and on the couplings and stuff. And the also other thing is you're gonna have a one side with a coupling and one side without a coupling. So that's kind of a flaw in it, but it's a cool idea. If you want something that comes apart and you can use it as a screamers and a staff, that is the idea. Use it if you like it. If you don't, then just make a staff. And this is me spray painting it down. I used flat black. I was thinking about using gloss, like a gloss black, and doing the inside electrical tape so I could save more money that way. But I liked the way the flat black looked. I felt it it felt more sleek. It felt more like more Robin, at least to me. So this is pretty much the final product, just waiting for it to dry, and you have your own Robin staff. It's like the easiest thing to make. If you have PVC pipe, some couplings, and some caps. 2 caps, and how many couplings you want. I use 3. So if you like that design, you can put more, you can put less, however you want. And that's the height, that's the size, that's the design. I hope you guys liked it. Do me a favor by subscribing up there where this angry face is at. It should be somewhere up there. And look how sexy it looks. I think it looks pretty cool. Sleek and sexy. That's how Robin is. He's sleek and sexy. That sounds weird. So, yeah, so as you can see, it looks pretty cool. It's a pretty decent size. If you want to make it bigger, whatever, you know, this is, I use 3/4 PVC pipe size, so you can make it, you know, whatever you want. And watch these videos. Like I said, subscribe up there. Share, favorite. Do me a favor by giving me 2 thumbs up by liking me on Facebook and liking this video. And like I said, you can watch this video, these videos if you haven't seen them yet. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.